So I am super pumped about today's call. We are talking this month about being your own CEO in your own business. And Brittney is going to talk about the qualities of a CEO, which I think are super important. And I think sometimes we worry that we're not leader material or that we can't be a leader. And so she's going to talk about the qualities. And I think you're going to realize that you probably have more qualities than you realize. So I'm just going to turn the time over to her and let her take it away.
All right, so before I get started on the qualities, I want you to know that before you can find success in this business as a Beachbody coach, there's a couple stages that you have to go through. And the things that I absolutely love about this business is it's 100% about bettering yourself and others. And that's where my personal passion lies. So the stages, the first one, first you have to believe in the business. You have to believe that Beachbody is legitimate, and you also have to believe in the products. If you think that Shakeology is too expensive and the programs are expensive, then that's the type of people you're going to attract. But if you believe in the value of Shakeology and that's what you are, trying to share with other people, then that's what you're going to attract. So you have to believe in the business and you have to believe in the products. If you don't believe in either one of those, then why are you a coach? So you just kind of have to develop that. And then number two is you have to believe in you. You have to go in with all intentions of being successful. If you're waiting to see if it happens, if you are successful, then believe in the business, then you have it backwards. So we've been talking all month about being the CEO of your own business. And this was a game changer for me. I had all faith in the business and in the products. I doubted myself and I doubted my potential. And I still have to fight myself on it. I just have to remind myself that this is my calling, that this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now, and I can't hold myself back. But the second that I took ownership of my business and became my own CEO and became confident in what I was doing, everything else started to fall into place. Was it immediate? No, it was gradual. It was that compound effect, but it started to take shape. So this is a topic that I'm pretty passionate about. But I'm still working on it myself because I am not a perfect leader in any way. So we're going to talk about a few things like consistency and confidence and communication, being creative, being a problem solver. Because these are all qualities that, you may have them and you may not. If you don't have them, then it's okay. Because they're all things that you can develop and become as you practice that specific quality. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about consistency. This is the number one quality you need to develop to be a good leader and to have a successful Beachbody business. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it because we spent the whole month last month talking about the compound effect. And it's the same thing. If you're not being consistent, if you're dropping the ball, then you're not going to be seen as a leader. And that's what people are looking for in you. Are you going to be there for them? And so if you need help with being consistent and finding consistency, then go back to the calls from last month. Go on YouTube and search, the compound effect. I can guarantee there are going to be a ton of Beachbody coaches that have done videos about the compound effect and being consistent. So do your research, but don't overwhelm yourself. Just focus on one thing at a time. It's impossible to all of a sudden be consistent in everything. That's just going to overwhelm you. So just build on one thing at a time, then add another to it. And as it becomes habit, then you can add another thing. So just practice consistency in all that you do. The second quality is confidence. Fake it till you make it, but don't feel fake. You've got to be genuine and you've got to be real. It's not necessarily about the fakeness, but it's believing that you will become that person that you're trying to become. So if you post on Facebook that you're a star diamond coach already, then that's going to rub off. That's what people are going to see, and you're going to be able to develop into that person. So be real and be confident. A CEO is confident in what they are doing. You've got to make a plan and you've got to stick to it. Take time to figure out what works best for you. If you're always abandoning your plans and jumping on the next bandwagon, then you're always going to be feeling behind or like you're playing catch up. So put your blinders on. If you're watching someone and they make you feel inferior, then unfollow them. They don't have to know that you unfollowed them, but you need to be watching the people that inspire you and help you create your own ideas. Another thing with confidence is you need to know your business. You need to know what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe somebody else hit Success Club 10 and they rank advanced in 1 month. If we're playing the comparison game, it's going to be hard to see other people be successful, even though we want to be supportive and we want to be happy for them. Sometimes it hurts because you're comparing yourself to them. But you don't know the behind the scenes of their business. You know the behind the scenes of your business and the details there. If you know that you're working with people, if you're having conversations that, people are right there, they're just not quite ready yet, then you have nothing to be ashamed of. We all have our highs and we all have our lows, but only you know what you have in the works. And if you have nothing at all, then maybe you need to step up your game and be a little more confident in your invites and in sharing the value of Shakeology and the Beachbody mission. Number 3 is communication. And now this is one thing that I personally lack. I understand things in my head, but I am no good at explaining them. Or I'm in a group and I tell one person one thing, but then I fail to tell the other person what's going on. You have got to communicate with your challengers, especially the new ones. They have no idea what a challenge group is or how to even wrap their head around it. So you just need to make sure everybody understands what is going on. And more than just posting in the group, send private messages so that they feel the connection to you. Baby coaches, they are even more clueless. Like I said, I know everything in my head, but you've got to find that balance and spoon feed the details. And this is something I'm struggling with because I'm trying to find the right balance so I don't scare my baby coaches away. But they do need to have enough information that they understand what they need to do. If you're running challenge groups with a group of coaches, then you have to make sure that there's an open line of communication going so that your challengers feel connected and things aren't missing, that, 1 week posts aren't showing up. As the leader, it's your job to make sure that the communication is established and maintained. Beachbody is a relationship business, so communication needs to be a priority with everything, coaches, challengers, your upline, your downline, everything. It's all about the communication. Number 4, be creative and trust your own intuition. A CEO's got to be smart. And while you don't have to reinvent the wheel or create your own trainings or the whole, create your own process of coaching, once you understand the basics of coaching and get into the habit of the 3 vital behaviors and running challenge groups, then step outside of the box and tweak it and make it you. Trust your gut. If you have an idea, then go for it, but be consistent with it. Stick to it. When you step out of the box, you start to stand out, and it's going to put you a step ahead because people are starting to see what you're doing and you're becoming yourself. When you're running challenge groups, the basic layouts are there for you in the Files tab, but go in and put your own twist on it. Make it fun and engaging, and that goes right along with being confident. Make your own plan. Make a plan that fits you. Create monthly themes to help you with your posting. That plan is what's going to help you feel like you're in control of your business And when you're in control, you're going to have the confidence to step out and do new things and try new things. Number 5 is problem solver. This is a biggie. While your coach is there to help you, they aren't there to hold your hand. If you have a question, yeah, you can come to the team page. You can go ask your coach, but really, go Google the answer. That's how I'm going to find the answer for you if I don't know it. And if you still don't know, I mean, go do your research and then come to the team page and say, this is what I found out. Will you help me, point me in the right direction? And we can discuss it from there. Use the file tabs in the group. There's so much information in there. The coach FAQ, well, I suck at searching the FAQ. Usually my Google search brings up the thing from the FAQ. So don't be afraid to find your own answers. It's about taking initiative and ownership of what you're doing. And then the last one I want to talk about is always be learning. A good leader is always learning. They don't stop. So you need to stay up to date on what's going on with corporate. The National Wake Up Call has announcements every week. Read the breaking news section in the Coach Online office. Just stay informed because things are always changing. And while we post a lot of announcements in the crew, it's your job to make sure that you know what's going on so you don't get behind in your business. But even more than that, add research to your personal development. Listen to podcasts about things that interest you in health and fitness. Read books on sugar addiction or find social media trainings. You know, if you want to expand into like pages or Instagram or blogs or Pinterest, the more you know, the more confident you're going to become and the more people are going to trust and look up to you as a leader. And I know this is really short today, and I covered a lot and I just ran through it real fast, but don't let it overwhelm you. None of us have it all together. Some of us are natural born leaders and some of these qualities come naturally, but really we can all work on being a better leader. So just pick one of the qualities that you want to develop. So go back, we've got communication, let's see, consistency, confidence, communication, creativity, problem solver, and always learning. Pick which one of those things is going to help your business the most at this point. For me, I'm picking communication because I have a lot of new coaches that I need to make sure they know what they're doing. I need to make sure all my new challengers are getting the information that they need. And I'm going to focus on bettering that skill until I'm confident with it, until it becomes second nature. And then I'm going to move on to something else, probably always learning. I mean, I'm still adding little things here and there into my personal development, but if you immerse yourself in that, then you're going to be so much farther ahead. But only you know who you are and what you need to focus on. This is all about being in charge of your business and doing what you need to do to be successful. And I promise you that if you treat this like a business, it's going to treat you like a business. So just take time and process all this information, figure out what you need to do for yourself. Put those blinders on. Don't worry about everybody else and just be you, be your leader. So that is all I have. So I hope we're good. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, does anyone have any questions? That was really good. Does anyone have any questions about qualities of leadership? You can put it in the chat, or if you want, you can put it in the team page later today and we can answer it. I think all of this is amazing. And when she sent it to me, I was like, yes, this is perfect. I think my biggest thing for you guys is you need to understand you are a leader and you need to start believing that. Like she said, you've got to have the confidence. Like if you don't think you're a leader, then, yeah, I don't know. You just have to believe that you're a leader. If you have one coach on your team, you're a leader. If you have one challenger underneath you, you're a leader. Someone is looking to you for that. Even if you don't have a challenger yet or you don't have a coach, but you're present on social media, You're a leader. There are people who are following you and wanting to know more about what you're doing because you're leading them. So be confident in that. Know that you're a leader, and that, like she said, leadership, there's no one way to be a leader. There are so many different types of leaders in this world, and people are following you because of who you are. So yeah, is there any questions? I posted the Coach FAQ site.
To add to that, like if you don't have leaders, like if you don't have coaches on your team yet, have a plan and know what you're going to do when you do have a leader, because if not, then they're going to fall through the cracks and you're going to be like, oh no, but what do I do? So know what you're going to do when you sign up a coach so that they don't get lost.
Exactly. And if you have one coach on your team, open up a personally sponsored coach page. Have a way to communicate, like Brittney says, with your team, because you want to be able to have that communication with your team from the get-go. Okay, I have like pages of notes. Even though it was a short call, I was like writing like a mad woman. I'm sure you guys all do too. I know there's Summit sign up in just a few minutes, like 10 minutes. Summit. If you're going to Summit, there's sign up for the tracks on that. And we have retreat this weekend. I am so excited. If you're not coming, we're going to miss you. If you can still make it, we would love for you to come because it's going to be amazing. So thank you for jumping on. We will see some of you this weekend, and the rest of you will see in the team page. So have a good day.